feeling nice. So pardon me. I was drinking for a few days straight. I mean, I brought Miss Nicole back. You know, I even check out the book. Very good book. You know,
Available on Amazon.
available on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I felt like it was a little gritty. I don't want to go into details and say why did she bring some of the struggles onto herself. But like because she was a partier. But like, are you surprised? But well, we're gonna hit that topic. But like, I feel like I feel like this we're kind of like in a state of emergency right now.
You know?
Yeah, I'm looking at you know, the whole Cancun incident. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, when has it ever been cool for us to act like that
Never.
and like promote it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to. I'm still in shock, and it's been like a couple weeks, but I'm still like, yo, this shit's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like, damn, there's nothing good about what was playing on that trip. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
And like, you know, the level of uncensorship. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, it fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you know what, man? Because at the end of the day, I do care about the image of a black man. You know what I mean? And I think he thought it was cool
Mm.
to record a naked, defenseless black woman. You know what I mean? Instead of being a man to step up. But like before I speak on it, I really feel like let me get a female's perspective first.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, him recording that video just to share it
Mm-hmm.
is today's trend. That's what people are doing for clout. Instead of stepping in and stopping and helping like we used to do back in the day,
Yes.
no, they rather record it and share it just so they can get likes, just so they can become famous off of somebody else's pain, which is messed up. And him supposedly being her friend and being the man should have stepped in. I mean, he's supposed to protect us,
Yeah.
you know? And
Okay.
that's like an absolute fail. He didn't do his job. And neither did anybody in that room because
Mm-hmm.
they all were supposed to be friends. Now, the extent of their friendship, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that much detail, but I would
If you're
imagine.
taking a vacation like that, that's
Yeah,
not
if you're
cheap.
going
Yeah.
to another country with a
Yeah.
group of people that it has to be a close group of people, and why nobody stepped in to stop that fight
Mm-hmm.
is beyond me.
Absolutely. Wow. You said something. You said we're supposed to protect it.
Yeah.
One thing is like, and I'm battling that now. How can we protect us? How can we protect you from you? You know what I'm saying? Like like I feel like I felt like that dude was a weak ass dude, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I knew, with that being said, that she knew he was a weak ass dude. She knew that he cannot, he couldn't control her. You know what I'm saying? Um, that being said, it's like, at what point are we like, because I'm pretty sure there's people that she, in her circle or an environment that she met them and them like, yo, listen, man, telling you things you don't want to hear but you need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people in our circle that tells us things that we want to hear to make us feel good, but really, like, really, and ain't good for us. You know what I mean? Like, you ever, like, I remember I was young. My mom always preached to me, your friends ain't your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, if if we look at today's society, who do those you don't see structures in crowds. You know what I mean? You don't see like when people go out. When I go out, I rarely go out because of it. It's like people feel like oh, it's all about the turn up. Will you agree to that?
I don't know. I don't go out.
You don't go out?
No.
Oh, well, and so I really feel like how can I protect somebody that would be dismissive towards the security. You know what I mean? If I, like even in relationships, you know what I mean? You tell your lady, hey, not tonight. You already went out once this month. You can't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? And then you got the dude that's like, yeah. You know what, man? He's just trying to dull your shine. He's just trying to, you know what I mean? And
Do you call that protection now? Saying don't go out tonight?
Absolutely. Because listen, if you're in a relationship, you one thing that got to be protected is the image of the relationship. And what man takes pride in a woman that goes out all the time?
He shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and neither should she. But it depends on how you met. If you met a woman that's in the club,
mm-hmm.
that's what your expectation needs to be. That she likes to go to the club. If you want to meet a woman that's not in the club, meet her at the grocery store, or at church, or at some type of social event where, clubbing is not the thing. But you got to have that expectation if that's where you met him at.
Yeah, I believe that something a little different. Okay. If I see you, and this might fuck up my life, but I don't care. I mean, but if I see you, right, in a club, you know what I mean? And I'm going out and I see you back at the same club, I generally have no interest of a relationship with you. I'm like, yo, she might be fun. And sometimes that's healthy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot, and I will not. Well, you have to show me so much more to even like pursue that. Like, why are you worried out this and that so much and this and like, I understand it's fun, but like, the girl that's always out is the girl that's always single or never happy at home. Especially if you're a mother. It's like, yo, hey, where's your kids at? You know what I mean? I can see I'm very like old fashioned in that. Like, yo, hey, you know what, man?
But you always at the club.
No, actually I'm not. I'm a workaholic.
Oh, okay.
I'm a workaholic. You know what I mean? I don't like the clubs for other reasons, but like it's not because of who's there and who's not there. It's more because of like that the energy in it. You know what I mean? Like, so many people pretending to be more than who they really are, man and woman. Women acting like they're a perfect 10, men acting like they got money that they don't got. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just sorry. It's just not my thing.
Excuse me.
It's okay. But like, yeah.
They do the same thing on social media.
Wow. Okay.
Because you can get on social media
Mm-hmm.
and pretend all you want.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah. 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 That's not how I pick up girls though. That's not. It's like yo. It's and then it's like I'm very honest on what type of mode I'm in when I'm in that type of mode. So like I don't do the yeah. That's not how I do it. Cause it's just like I feel like if I hit you up, right, and you curve me, and then I hit somebody else up and they curve me, and I hit somebody else up and they curve me, right, which is cool, great. The fourth person, she gives me play. All those other three people, and we're both from small towns, you know what I mean? Oh, he was in my yeah. So I don't want to give no woman the satisfaction of that. You know what I mean? It is so wrong to say that, but like I'm gonna be honest. I don't like. Nah, it's not happening. Not that way. You're not getting that because and I did do it before in the past, many years ago, and I looked at it like, yo, yo. So you're more focused on the attention and this and that, and then I'm a little toxic, and I'm like, okay,
You're toxic?
absolutely. You know what I mean? I'm like, because I'll be like, okay, bitch, obviously I was the best choice when you know what I mean? Because I see what you're doing now, and it's not like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, but like, you, are you toxic?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just being real.
I don't know. I don't think I'm toxic.
I can acknowledge it. I am,
Yeah, I don't think I'm toxic.
and
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Let me be honest. Because we were having a conversation earlier about being a quitter.
uh-huh.
And when it comes to relationships, like first sign of trouble, I'll be like, I'm out. Deuces.
See, and I feel like that's safe. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no,
I don't know if that's being toxic though. Like, because the expectation is if you want to have a relationship and a meaningful and long term relationship, you can't just be like, all right, I'm out every time there's an issue. You gotta. Relationships take work. A lot of work.
you gotta see who you're dealing with and acknowledge who you're dealing with. Like you know what I mean? And there's an illusion to it. You know what I mean? But like, and that, like you don't see. Too, see, this is what fucks me up, right? You don't see men that are free spirited being called men, or being called fuck boys, or being called everything underneath the book, right? Players, whatever. When women do it, she's living her truth. She's free spirited. She's everything besides the word hoe. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just like
Well, how is she a hoe? Unless she's sleeping around with everybody. Because being free spirited doesn't necessarily mean.
well, okay. I think, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't know all the answers, right? If a woman gets dressed up, right, and she goes out,
Mm-hmm.
whether she's willing to admit it or not, she likes the attention. If she gets the attention, she likes the compliment. She likes the hey, yo, let me buy you a drink. Word, you know what I mean? There's no.
Everybody likes attention.
That's bullshit. Then why go out?
Everybody likes attention? Why not? What do you mean?
Oh, okay. I thought you said out. Okay. No, I don't.
You know?
No, I believe in hidden intentions, so I don't. I don't. I'm like really like. I'd rather bring you here and just enjoy the vibe here, or I'd rather go to your spot and enjoy the vibe there, or rather go to a hotel and enjoy the vibe there, or let's go out of town and enjoy the vibe there.
Yeah, if you're with somebody, that attention.
Not if I'm with some. I don't have to be in a relationship to do that.
Okay, if you're seeing somebody, if you're
Yeah.
dating somebody, if you're interested in somebody,
Hmm.
the attention from that one person should be sufficient.
Yes. Yes, I totally agree. But I don't want to get off the topic because
Okay, because we are.
yeah. Now I've been listening to a lot of people, right, and it's fucking my head up because everybody's like, yo, the whole crew deserves to go to jail.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree that, well, I can't say I agree because I don't know the full details of the story
Uh-huh.
and I don't know what each person's role was,
Uh-huh.
but I know that anybody that was in that room during the time that she was being beaten like that
Uh-huh.
should be held accountable to some extent. And probably different levels of accountability depending on, what their role was.
I got a different perspective.
Of course you do.
And so, the crime happened in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So you think they should go to a Mexican jail?
You committed a crime in Mexico, why not?
So, if I had the phone and told somebody to fight back, I should spend days in a Mexican jail.
If you, as a man,
Mm-hmm.
on vacation
Mm-hmm.
in another country
Mm-hmm.
with two females that
Okay.
are supposed to be your friends, sit back and record
Uh-huh.
one getting beaten,
Uh-huh.
yeah, bye, go to jail. You didn't break it up?
Okay. Because like I said, I do agree that's a bitch move.
Yeah.
But, so should I spend a month in a Mexican jail?
The amount of time you should, I don't know. I can't speak on the amount of time, but
I was watching this YouTuber, and he was breaking it down, and I'm just like, but he forgot one thing. Mexicans and blacks did not get along. You know what I mean? They did not get along. So I believe that if you spend 2 months in a Mexican jail, it's a death sentence. Period. As a black man, you're dying. No ifs, ands, or buts. You are dying. You know what I mean? Because I when I was locked up, I know how they roll, and
I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for the conditions under which they would suffer in a Mexican jail. Because you was out of the country.
uh-huh.
I know if I'm going to another country, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna act like I got some sense.
Or at least walk away when they do get to fighting. Like, yo, you know what I mean?
If you
But to
you
record
not
it,
gonna break it up,
yeah. And record her while she's not dressed, that's fucked up.
yeah.
But like, death, because that is a death sentence, you know what I mean?
Shanquilla is gone though.
But he did not kill her.
He didn't prevent it. He didn't do anything to prevent it.
So are we supposed to prevent? See, this is now this is crazy because like we keep putting ourselves in the victim's shoes, right? The parents of the victim's shoes, right? And I believe it was I believe it was a fucked up incident. 100%, you know what I mean? And if that dude was anybody in my circle, he would have been handled aggressively. You know what I mean? In fact, a dude like that cannot be in my circle. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I I tell young men like, yo, get the fuck away from women and start chilling with men. You know what I mean? Like, what men do you chill with? You know what I mean? Not what older men you chill with. Where's your
Mentors.
yeah, not mentors, but your, you know what I mean? Well, what's you could be smart, that's great, but you know, where's your stock at and your manhood at? You know what I mean? Because that means something. Even though women be like, I don't like people that tell me what to do, but you know, where's your stock in your manhood? But I don't think he deserves punishment by the because he technically did not commit no crime. He's just a fucked up person. You know what I mean? And so like I believe that, and I know if he goes over there, because let's just be honest, if you're man enough, if you ain't man enough to stop two girls from fighting, what's going to happen when those men come into your cell? You know what I mean? There is no, hey, chill with us because we're black, or chill with us because we're from the same state you are, or you know, chill by yourself because you're man enough to handle it. There's none of that. So it's just brutality. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a lot of brutality where I was at, and for 9 years, you know, I participated in a lot of brutality. But to say, hey, I realized, and just watching it and hearing him talk, he's still a boy. You know, he ain't grow up yet. You know what I mean? And it was a fucked up move. Fucked up things happen. Let's just say she would have been able to live through it. You know what I mean? It still would have, you know, I still would have called him a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you gotta break that shit up. You know what I mean? She was totally defenseless and she's naked. You know what I mean? But say you deserve to die, and that's what's going to happen. Now, just like what's going to happen to that other lady, Dejanay or whatever, how you say her name.
Yeah.
She's going to get the works. It's going to reach out to her family and everybody she loves. They're really going to make an example of what goes on over there. You know what I mean? Just, they said her family moved her somewhere and all this other shit. You think the Mexicans don't know that? Oh, they got money. You know what I'm saying? But the,
I think they should have thought about that before they did what they did.
but
I don't have no sympathy.
none.
No.
So if that was your son,
If that was my son would have broke the fight up.
but he didn't. Let's just say your son was.
My son would have broke the fight up. And that goes to
Parenting.
parenting. You gotta know your kids and know what your kids are capable of. Like if somebody came and told me that one of my kids did something,
Mm-hmm.
I know my kids well enough to say, yeah, they could do that, or no, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
My child is not capable of that.
Okay.
I know either one of my sons would have broke that fight up.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing they would have did would be to pull out a phone and record it.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
no. You know, dang, no mercy.
No.
He did not commit no crime. So, like, wow, like you.
Legally, he didn't commit a crime.
Mm-hmm. So whatever happens to him for the rest of
Well,
his.
actually, he probably did, because I don't know how it is.
He
in
told her to
Mexico.
fight back. Oh no! What's it? There's a female hate crime called femicide or something like that.
Femicide.
Yeah,
No, I mean
that's what that girl's being charged with. So she's doing 17 years. She's not going to survive.
in the United States, there's
Conspiracy.
some kind of law that if you witness a crime and don't report it or don't stop it or help, you can be held liable for something. I don't know what it is.
Conspiracy.
It's not conspiracy.
Yeah. if you're in the acts of a crime and
I'm gonna look it up.
yeah,
Cause
if you're in the acts of a crime,
you can talk while
Okay.
looking.
yeah, like if I see somebody get murdered and I don't report, and that is, and that is conspiracy. Like in the United States, that dude would have been charged with conspiracy, and then he would have been charged with accessory of a crime. I'm kind of like Johnny Cochran with this shit. You know what I mean? The knowing, but like the knowing or participating, the knowing or participating in a crime, and assault's a crime. So like
Misprision of a felony. Failure to report a crime, also known as misprision of a felony. But it's only in certain states. It's not a federal law. You gotta look it up too.
Let's see. Well, it's criminal conspiracy. When two or more persons join together to form an agreement to violate the law and then act on it. The crime of conspiracy created to address the inherent dangers posed to society when people come together to join forces.
So I wouldn't call it conspiracy.
Why not?
Based on
They knew that girl was gonna fuck her up.
did they?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
they knew that. That's like they knew that. Like that's
And that's even worse. And that makes him even more culpable. If he knew beforehand.
man. They're trying to, from my sources. You know what I mean? I could be wrong from things I watched and everything. That girl was ass whooping was planned before she left the United States. But like it was supposed to be an ass whooping. It wasn't supposed to be
Her life.
her life. You know what I mean? And obviously, they didn't have the money that they claimed they had to even go on that trip because they had to ask her father, and that's a level of boldness. And yeah, that's a level of ask the father to bring you back after you done killed her daughter. That's a level of. But even that, like, how you handling that? I'm like questioning his manhood too. Like, yo, that's how you handle it? You go on the news and cry and complain? Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't see that part. I heard bits and pieces, but I didn't see that.
Yo, I'm sick of seeing black men crying on TV. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I like to see men stand up, especially black men. But like, yeah. Wow, no sympathy. Like, so whatever happens to that young kid that wasn't raised to be a man, because obviously, you know what I mean, he pulled out the phone. The things that's going to go happening to that man, because I know what's going to happen to him. You know what I mean? And no sympathy? Like, no, like, damn, you know what, man? He just didn't have good parents. He didn't have a good father in his life. Because he did not attack the woman, he just did not stop the assault.
Is he mentally ill?
If you don't have a father figure in your life, you are mentally ill. If you don't have structure in your environment, you are mentally ill. If you don't have a spine to stand up for shit, and a morality calls for something, you are mentally ill. You know, You gotta stand for something. You know, that's the number one thing I remember being taught as a kid. You gonna stand for something or fall for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you are mentally ill. Like, what's it? I could be. Does that make sense?
I can see that.
You know, like, come on. Let's just say he was a mama's boy his whole life.
Mm.
But you know, it was definitely an honor hearing your opinions on this topic.
Thank you.
No problem. And you know, it will always be an honor having you come back.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me say goodbye to everybody.